How's it going, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. I'm a little bit late, a little bit under the weather, a little bit of so many things, but we're here, ready to party. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I had to kick the stream back just a little bit, and then had some technical difficulties trying to get this thing up and running. It was weird. Streamlabs was not working the way that it should have been. So, but we're here. We're ready to party. It's awesome. A couple things we're going to do today. I think we're going to jump into a little bit more Beyond the Ice Palace, which will be super fun. I've been having a lot of fun with that. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about the Switch 2 and, you know, kind of keep that conversation going. I'm excited to hear what other people think about it. And this video that I put out last week, it did pretty well versus most of the stuff that I put out, which is really nice. But man, some of the comments that came in on this thing were awesome. So I think we'll take a look at that and maybe clarify a couple of things. I think that'll be cool. We'll just jump in and do that right now. Let's see how this works. Oh man, this is my first time using this new setup. So let me just adjust a couple of things. Ah, geez. A little behind the scenes for you. There we go. All right, so yeah, we put out this video The Switch 2 is going to be amazing, and other lies that I tell myself. To be clear, I mean, I think I think it was really just when it came down to the Direct, it just didn't. They didn't deliver on a couple of things that I hoped that they would deliver on, and it was one of the comments that came in really helped me kind of process. I think it was right here, Lazerman42. I think is it Laserman42, Lazerman42. So he dropped this comment that said either you want the Nintendo games or you don't. If you don't want the Mario genre, etc., then go with the PC or the Steam Deck. The Nintendo games will never be on any other platform, this is a great point. I think that if you're all about making sure that you're getting to enjoy that Nintendo IP, then like obviously you don't have another option. You gotta take the jump here. But I think that was one of the problems that I had when watching the Direct, and how I responded to Laserman42. As I said, this is actually a great point, and I think part of the reason the Direct was a little disappointing to me, I already know the console is awesome. Now there's one last hurdle to whether or not I'll take the plunge and buy it. I think we all knew that the Switch 2 is going to be great. Like the specs on it, like the things we had seen for like the new design, like it's going to obviously be an improvement. It's going to be great. But there's one last hurdle, and this is what it was right here. Is the price reasonable? And if it's not, are the games that are announced good enough for me to make an unreasonable decision? And for me, this time it just wasn't there. I think that was the big thing, is like, is what they're showing me, is the price that's going to hit, like, is that going to be a reasonable price for what they're announcing? And if the price is a little bit higher than I'm expecting, are they at least going to show me something that's available for the console that I'm going to go, this makes me tempted to make that unreasonable decision, to pay a little bit more than what I had anticipated? And I just didn't see it. I just didn't see it. I think that I'm really still like out to lunch on this Mario Kart World. The open world gimmick to me, like I said, I could be so wrong. I'm willing to be wrong on this and like play it and get my hands on it and be like, wow, I was wrong. This is awesome. I'm totally ready for that. I just don't see it though. And I know people are comparing it a lot to like Forza, I think it was Forza Horizons or something like that, and saying that like, you know, it kind of has that vibe. And I didn't play. Yeah, Riffer. Yeah, I was talking with Riffer City Ransom over here, and he's saying it's basically like Forza Horizons, where you had to like drive to meet up and do the races. What's on my shelf? What's up, dude? Yeah, we're talking Switch 2, which I was anticipating you popping in here because we said we were going to talk a little bit. So let's do this. And again, if you guys are just coming in, sorry I'm late. I had to postpone the stream a little bit, and then I was having like technical issues, and I'm also like a little bit under the weather, so there's just been a lot of things stacking up, but I'm here and we're gonna do it. Yeah, so you're saying it's kind of like Forza. I never played Forza, but like even with this, and I the way that I kind of responded to him, as I was like, it feels like a kind of like a gimmick for the game, but I would imagine if I'm playing it, eventually I'm probably gonna skip it. And that's what I said here in the comment, as I said, can you just skip the commute and fast travel to the race area? And he said, yeah, you can do that. I'm like, eventually I just feel like you'll do that. Because like the commute is cool, but I think it will lose the luster. And unless they're really offering something else here that they haven't shown us yet, which I heard there's going to be a direct specifically about Mario Kart World, which makes me think, okay, then there's a ton of stuff they got to tell us that we don't know about yet. I'm assuming when we see that, that'll be great. Maybe that's going to change some minds, but for now, what I've seen, I just don't get it. So let me see this chat real quick. Marcone, stuck at work again. It's been like this for weeks. Hope you're having a good week. Oh man, I'm sorry that you're having to work so much, but it's good to see you. yeah, having an okay week, like I said. Feeling a little bit under the weather, but getting there. It's gonna be all right. So we're all gonna make it. Yeah. All right, Shelf, you said, read my Iowa comment on the same post you posted. It's not a Nintendo hate post. It's not a Sony or MS hate post. I still only watched the trailer for Nintendo's Hulk game. You mean the DK? Okay, yeah, let's pop over there to, let me see here. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to the old Iowa. Let's take a trip over to Iowa to the Retro Gamer Dad. And he had posted, I want to say it was community, right? Yeah, okay, so he posted this right here, which as soon as I read this, I was like, oh, dude, I didn't make this connection, but this is genius. So here we go. Insanely overpriced, named very similar to the predecessor, divisive reveal, isn't a complete reinvention, adds a camera and a mic, no cool color options, 2 first-party games at launch, welcome back to the Wii U. And we all know how that went. Oh my gosh. I hope this isn't the case, but oh man, I don't know. So I just responded and said, oh baby, I think we might be on the same page, my dude. And then Shelf. All right. This was Shelf's comment. You and me got to talk later today. I actually just responded this Iowa's post so you could read that. But since I'm not making vids of late, coming out with a take on the Switch 2 seems too timely, exploitative, which to that I will say, no way, dude. Even if it feels like it was timely and exploitative, if you got a hot take, make the video, brother. Put it out there. Just put it out there and let the fates decide, man. I always encourage that. But I also hear what you're saying. If it's not natural for you and you feel like it would be going against something inside of you and like the creativeness inside of you, then definitely don't compromise that. But I am saying, don't let what you think somebody's going to say or some hater or something like that that's going to make it feel like it's too timely or exploitative keep you from putting out something that you want to talk about. Just do it. That's what I would say. Because there's people, we'll get back to some comments. Oh man, some of the comments that dropped on this were just buck wild, but we'll talk about that. But anyway, you said, you upload more regularly, so timely stuff seems less gimmicky, though. I did a vid on the 360 Spike last year because I was so fed up and seeing stupid gamer behavior. All right, so give it to me, dude. Talk to me about the Switch 2. So you're saying you only watched the trailer for Nintendo's for the DK game. Talk to me about the DK game, dude. Because I'll tell you what, the DK game was interesting to me in the sense that I see how that could be a fun. Like it seems like it could be a fun thing, but like, I don't know, like just a standalone DK game where you're just like the gimmick is like you can destroy the levels. I don't know. Oh, you're saying sort it by latest. Oh, you got more on here. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's literally called the Switch 2. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's jump into this real quick. Sorry, I didn't fully understand what you were saying on that. I thought you were saying like you and me were going to hash it out, but this is good. Okay. You say, Rock has in the chat. What's up, dude? Good to see you. We're unpacking some stuff. Zach, I don't know if you saw this post by Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, but this is what we're getting ready to talk about right here. Switch 2, insanely overpriced, named very similar to predecessor, divisive reveal, blah blah blah. Welcome back to the Wii U. So it's getting hardcore, but this is a comment that Shelf left, so we're gonna read this right here. It says, You're ready for the convo. Let's do this. All right. It says it's literally called the Switch 2. Did people expect much different? PS2 is PS1 with better graphics and sound. PS3 is better PS2 with better graphics and sound. PS4 better graphics, sound. PS5, guess what? Oh my gosh, a better version of the PS4. These anti-Switch rants are tiring. Gamers are dumb and forgetful. Should gamers take offense at those little words? Maybe gamers should think critically about what they actually want. Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft serve you the expansion pack because that's what you want. Oh, baby. Okay. So I think what I'm hearing you say here is we shouldn't be getting all bent out of shape because this is the natural progression of video game development and consoles. It's like this is how it's been for history, all throughout history. Every new console you get, it's just an upgraded version. It's just a little bit better than the previous one. Like, this is par for the course. What are we getting so bent out of shape about? That's what I think I'm hearing you say. But once you, if not, then clarify a little bit more. Because if that's what you're saying, then we can have that conversation for sure. Rockheads, you're all ready for the conversation. Don't want to derail the convo, but before I forget, this layout is killer, dude. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I was like wanted to get away from like the old school branding, and I had like tried a few different things that were fun, but just didn't feel like, I don't know, exactly right. And then I found this layout and some of the cool things I could customize on it. And so I'm really liking the look and the vibe of this. So I think I'm going to stick with this for a while and see how it goes. But all right. Shelf says the SNES gimmick was more buttons on the controller. It was an NES with better graphics and sound otherwise. Yeah. I mean, for sure. It definitely, sorry, it feels like there's like a hair or something on here. I'm not just like picking at this. Yes, definitely. I mean, that's a huge part of it, is like when the new generation comes out. And I guess in some ways, well, like when did the original Switch come out? Has it been like 8 years? So in a lot of ways, this should feel like a generational leap, I would imagine. But, and I guess the leaps from like the 8-bit to the 16-bit era are very noticeable. Like, it's a huge leap. 2017 was the launch. Oh, dang. Okay, yeah. So it's been like, 8 years. So I do think there's like this sense of like a, what is that? What's that term? It's like less return. Like, it's like not degrading returns, but it's that idea that like you're only, things are going to get so good and so efficient that the leaps that they take are maybe going to seem smaller in some ways because there's almost like not as much innovation to happen, maybe, is what I'm trying to talk about here. And so it's like from the 8-bit to the 16-bit, I think was leaps and bounds, especially when you look like graphics, sound, the ability of like music composition, like all of that kind of stuff. Now to go from like, like the PS3 to the PS5, it's like, I think graphically there is a difference, but the difference between the 8-bit and the 16-bit era, like, or like the Atari and a Super Nintendo, like the difference there is huge, is leaps and bounds between like a PS3 and a PS5, right? So even going 8 years now, going from the Switch to the Switch 2, it's like graphically, there's little things that are going to be better, but it's not going to be this like, I don't know, light years leap like it would have felt from going like Atari to like the Atari to a PlayStation 3. Like that's, crazy. But I do have some more thoughts about why this might be a little bit different, but let's keep looking about it. Shelf says 8-bit versus 16 was not much different. If you play enough games, they feel similar. Okay. Think of the Switch 2 like the Game Boy versus the Game Boy Color. Yeah. I mean, but even the Game Boy to the Game Boy Color is kind of like going from like an Atari to a PlayStation 3. Like you're going from like two colors and like very rudimentary sounds to essentially a Game Boy Color is playing what you could play on like a Super Nintendo, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Zach says, personally, I think I'm leaning with Shelf. If I understand the comment, when I think about PS4 to PS5, the leap was like the same thing we're seeing now with the Switch 2. Things feel like they are plateauing, and that's fine. Right. Yeah. And that makes sense. I think that does make sense. The Switch had a gimmick. Switch 2 was the same, but more. I think people should really talk about the games. Yeah. Anthony Xavier in the chat. Sega should make a comeback. Right. Dude, I saw a video that was like, it was satire, but it was like the Nintendo Switch 2 versus the Game Gear, which one would win? And in the end, the Game Gear won. And it's complete satire, but it was amazing. Oh, it was so funny. I loved it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I can agree with you on all of that. I think that makes sense, that This is more of like a PS4 to a PS5. Totally. 100% with you. I think for me, the issue here is the price difference feels, it just, for what, and maybe it is like a perception thing. Maybe it is this idea that like, because the Switch is marketed so much as a handheld, and I get that it is a home console that also converts into a handheld, but I do think there is just this sense of like the perception that it's mainly marketed as a handheld that makes it feel not less than, but just on a different tier, I guess, than something like a PS5 and the Xbox whatever. I don't follow the Xbox trend at all, so I have no idea what even like the newest like there was 360, and then wasn't like 360 and then the One, and then like Xbox S series or something. I don't really know what the newest Xbox is, but yeah, I just think the fact that it's marketed mainly as a handheld, it makes it harder, I think, just to justify it costing almost as much in some ways. And like, even like, what was the Switch? Like the original Switch at launch was like $399, maybe? Yeah. I don't know, man. I do think it also had to do with the games. I just think if they would have announced some kind of crazy first party, undeniable, you gotta get this thing, I think it changes I think it changes that perception. And for me personally, I just think a random Donkey Kong game and Mario Kart World just don't do it. It just didn't do it. But all right, let me take a look here. Zach says it's hard to talk about too much with how many bad faith actors there are. Some people seem mad about no OLED because OLED is a buzzword, but picture of the Switch 2 LCD make it look perfectly great. Yeah. Like for me, when I took the dive, or took the leap with getting a Switch, I purposely waited, like I was on the fence about it, and then they were announcing the OLED. So I was like, well, if I'm going to do it, I'll just wait for the OLED, because not even necessarily because it was like, oh my gosh, it's OLED, but it's like, it's the newest iteration that's coming out. It's going to have some upgrades to it. I'm not going to buy the one from 6 years ago. They have one coming out this year. I'll just get it. And so then that's what I did. But for me personally, I don't know that like OLED is the selling point. You know what I mean? It's like, what? They didn't say OLED? Oh, forget it, man. You know what I mean? It's like, displays nowadays are so good that even the difference between the previous one and the OLED, it's like, there probably is a noticeable difference, but it's not so big of a difference where it's like, this one is playable and this one is unplayable because of it. You know what I mean? It's like, I wouldn't get so caught up in that, but let's see here. Shelf says, Nintendo pulled it off with the Switch. They were able to get rid of the handheld platform. They carried a home console and a portable line for years. I think these launch games are fine. Think of the GameCube launch titles. People hated Nintendo's lineup of Luigi's Mansion and Wave Race. Now those cubies love those games. Maybe I'm wrong about Wave Race being launched, but Luigi was there. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion is an interesting one too. I've tried out Luigi's Mansion and I wasn't a big fan. And so maybe I would have had the same vibe. That's a good perspective. Maybe I would have had the same vibe on the GameCube back in the day, because when I think of the GameCube, the stuff that really resonates for me is all the Star Wars games. Like, I felt like that was the first console that really started to put out Star Wars games that were like super awesome. Like the stuff on Super Nintendo, the Super Star Wars games, like they're cool, they're fine. But the Rogue Squadron stuff that you got on GameCube was so cool. And so the launch, and even I think was the first Metroid Prime was on GameCube, right? I think that was the first time I played Prime, and I enjoyed it. I still liked Super Metroid better than Prime, but I kind of could get down on Metroid Prime a little bit. I will say I didn't play any of the like none of the Zelda games that were on the GameCube or the Wii. And so I missed out on a lot of that stuff too. But I do think that like some of the maybe that's a thing, dude. Maybe some of the launch titles just are not always their biggest bangers, and maybe they bring some of the hotter stuff later on. I don't know. I don't really remember. But all right, let me read this one from Zach. My hot take is that Nintendo is the only console manufacturer truly still doing exclusives. So $450 machine with true exclusives is forgivable when it's the only place you can get them. Xbox and Sony, neither of them are really doing exclusive games anymore, it feels like. Yeah, I mean, the whole exclusive thing too is, like, personally, like, I get it with Nintendo because Nintendo is such a, like, they're not just a hardware company. They are almost more so a software company, and like the IPs that they have and all that kind of stuff, like, they're so just deep in that. I totally get that. And so to me, that feels a little bit different than PlayStation and Xbox. But I don't know, for me, exclusives have always been a little bit of a turnoff too. It's like, there's so much good stuff out there. I get why they do it, because it's like you're saying, it's a seller. It's like, if I want to play something like Halo back in the day, which isn't Halo coming to PlayStation now or something crazy? I don't know. If I wanted to play Halo, I had to shell out the money for an Xbox to play it, but there was also really great stuff on the PlayStation that I wanted to play, but like, I wasn't going to buy both machines. And so that kind of stuff is kind of tough. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so Shelf is saying when Smash launched about a month or so later, and then people have Metroid on the horizon. I think Wind Waker feels great. I recommend trying it. I will say, I even said it in my video, like, that's, I understand why they're making the GameCube Online exclusive, because that, to me, out of everything, that felt like the most selling point. Like, more than Mario Kart World, more than Donkey Kong, or even, Metroid Prime. I'm like, the GameCube Online, that feels, I'm going to feel like I'm missing out a little bit, not having access. I imagine eventually it's going to come to they'll release it broadly and not keep it only exclusive. Unless, well, no. Yeah, I was going to say, unless there was some sort of like hardware requirement or something that made it so that the original Switch couldn't run it, but of course it can. The Switch can, the original Switch could definitely run GameCube games, so I don't know what I'm talking about there. So yeah, that eventually I bet they'll make it open to everybody. Yeah, Wind Waker is one that I've never played. Wind Waker to me always looked kind of funky, and like, I always liked playing as adult Link, and it seemed like it was more emphasizing on Kid Link, and so I never really gave it a chance. But and I need to make the video regarding Kirby's Adventure, but I learned some good life lessons through Kirby's Adventure, so I need to give Wind Waker a chance as well, is what it sounds like. All right. Zach says, for an opposing opinion, Robert, I will say between Switch 2 launch and end of the year, there's Mario Kart World, DK, Prime 4, Pokemon ZA, Kirby Air Riders. While these are not your 3D Mario Zeldas, I feel like this is a really strong year of first party, and we don't even know about any of the indies or the third parties. Which, the one that they announced, was it Duskblood? Is that what it's called? Duskblood? Duskbloods? Yeah, is this Bloodborne? Like, I didn't get to play Bloodborne, but I wanted to. And then people were like, when people saw this, they were like, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Is this essentially like another Bloodborne thing? I don't know. I'm interested in this. That one I am interested in. Shelf says, I think exclusives are the only thing that matter. Otherwise, there's no difference between consoles, except if devs take advantage of platform specialties. Switch has the only noticeable specialties. Even though it's a PS5 controller, it's dang cool with its features. And yeah, yes, they announced a new Kirby's Air Ride. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find it. Kirby's Air Riders 2. Yeah, this was part of the Direct. Or I'll tell you what. We'll let's pause this real quick. Let me pause my music. And we can take a look at this. We're going to be reacting to the Kirby Air Riders trailer from Nintendo Direct. So let's take a look. See, I personally I didn't play Air Ride. I don't know anything about it. So I had no idea what this was. I have no context for an Air Riders game at all. So I think when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's a new Kirby game. That's cool. So maybe we'll have to look up some footage of what Kirby's Air Ride actually is. Like, is it a racing game? Is it like a shmup? Is it shmuppy? Oh, look at that. It's got turbines. Turbines to speed. Yeah, for somebody who has no context for what this means, what this is it? Yeah, is it it looks like a racing game. Is it racer? Is it shmuppy? Is it like rail shooterish? Okay, it's okay. So Kirby's Air Ride is a racing game. Okay, question: is Kirby's Air Ride? Okay, let's look at this. This is from Retro Archive, and this is their Kirby Air Ride all tracks full race gameplay. So interesting. So what did this originally come out for? Was this a GameCube? Yeah, GameCube. Okay. Release date July 11th. Or sorry. Yeah. Or no, October 13th, 2003. Holy cow. 22 years in the making. Okay, it had a unique concept which involved drifting to gain speed and attack enemies. You actually never press a button to accelerate. There were also some interesting multiplayer modes. Huh. Okay. So, gosh, I don't want to complain. But that is a little bit wild that what we're saying is 2 of the launch titles are racing games. Right? Like, is it much different than Mario Kart in the sense of like, I understand that the gameplay sounds a little bit different, but like under the surface, is it essentially just another racing combat game? I'm just wondering what would make it stand out between the two. Some of my other favorite comments from my Switch video was from this guy, Smood47. Skip Donkey Kong, what a clown. So there's that. There was this one from Johnny Yona that said, he just hate Nintendo that he is not even able to make a reasonable criticism. So much nonsense. Don't waste your time with this dude. He doesn't know what he is talking. So there's that. And then Abdiel K6F. Here's a clear Nintendo hater. It's just that. So there you go. Let's see. There's also some interesting multiplayer modes. Kirby Air Ride will probably be a more traditional kart racer versus Mario Kart World. And you got a boogie, which you can say, no problem, my friend. Hope you have an awesome day, and we'll keep talking about it. It's all good. It's all good. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, even though it was late and postponed and all that good stuff. Yeah, I think if anybody's been around for any decent amount of time, you know I'm not a Nintendo hater. I've been exposed. I'm not a Nintendo hater. I'm a Nintendo lover. But yeah, stuff just didn't sit well with me on this one. So, but hopefully I'll be eating my words, baby. Hopefully I'll be eating my words. I think if the Switch 2 hit at a price point, like when it initially came out, I think if they would have announced a $399 price point with a $349 or $399 price point with a like $429 or a yeah, maybe a $349 and then like a $399 with the Mario Kart bundle, I would have said day one, go for it. But alas, that is not what happened. That is not how it went down, y'all. All right, let's see how we doing on time. We got a few minutes. Why don't we jump into some Ice Palace? Have a little bit of fun with that. I will say I don't have my main controller with me today, so I'm using my PlayStation DualShock that I bought for using with my Apple TV to like for my girls to play some like Apple Arcade stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can get this to work on multiple levels. Oh, it's trying to capture the wrong screen. There we go. Do that. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Let's see here. Are they connected? Oh my gosh, it's working. Okay. Looks like it's trying to work. What's going on here? Connect. There it goes. Wait, what? It keeps disconnecting. Let's try this again. What if I unplug that? I don't know if this is going to work. I might be playing it with the keyboard. Hang on a second. Why isn't it? Let me try something here. It's like it keeps disconnecting from my computer. Let's see. It says wireless controller not connected. But why? It should be. Connected. Okay. It says connected. And then it disconnects right when I go in here. Weird. Okay. Interessante. Here, let's... Actually, I'm going to click out of here. Hang on. Let me kill the game real quick. Sorry, I don't know why this is... My other controller's on the fritz, so I'm going to have to figure that out for next week. But this one is being... I thought it was going to work. It looked like it was all set up and ready to go. Now it's being funky. Here, I'll give us some more music while we wait. Says connected. Let me check my Steam settings real quick and make sure that it's... Yeah, it says it's... Okay. Says it's recognizing everything. Okay, let me try launching the game again and see what it does. Oops, there it goes. All right. I think this thing is going to give me trouble this whole time. Whoops. Okay. Begin. Continue. Begin. See, look at that. Oh, you jerk. What are you doing? Begin. Continue. Oh, am I hitting the wrong? Why is it doing that? Come on, man. I can see that it like recognizes it and then it goes away. What's going on? Okay, if this... Oh, you jerk. Okay. This is gonna be wild. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. What are my buttons? Okay. And then F is attack. S, D. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, we could do this. No problem. Yeah, okay. S, D. Y is the flail. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to try and play it with the keyboard, and it's going to be awesome. This is going to be fun. Okay. Whoop, wait, hang on. What was the attack button again? Oh, yeah, F. Dude, this feels old school right here. This is like, oh my gosh. This is PC gaming right here. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Tell you what, it's not as responsive, but oh boy is it fun. Gosh, this takes me back. Oh man. I'm trying to think of like what games would you play like this back in the day. This is like when you're playing old school Doom. This is like when you're playing friggin' Dark oh, what was it called? Is it Dark Forces? What was the Star Wars game that was like Doom? Oh, whoops, the wrong button. I think it was Dark Forces. That sounds right. Oh my gosh. Jump! This is so bad. Alright, here we go. Let's make this jump. Yeah. Tomato. Go, 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 go. We're doing it. No problem. Oh my gosh, this is... this is... so ridiculous. Go, 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 die, 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 die. Okay. I think I've made it... Have I made it this far yet? Oh yeah, because I think I fell right here. Oh yeah, this is... oh, wait. I thought the flail was supposed to stop any projectiles. Dang it. That sucks. Oh my gosh, no. Oh gosh. gonna skip all these dudes. Nope, that's gonna get me. Oh my gosh, I've never seen him do that before. Jeez Louise. Oh man. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on. Oh, why won't he grab that? This is going to end so poorly. No, jump. What? Why won't he die? What's happening here? Oh, do I gotta like... Oh, finish him off? I've never had to headbutt one of those guys before. Oh, I thought that was gonna get him. I am not gonna survive this area. Nope. It's bad. It's bad. This swamp is going to be the death of me. Ah, come on. Get up. No! Oh. It's right in the way. Woo. Get that tomato. Wait, why isn't my... Oh, gosh. This is so ridiculous. This swamp is starting to wear out its welcome, I'll tell you what. But if I can beat this using just the keyboard, my goodness. Okay. Nope. Go. Okay, we're doing really good on life, actually, for that run. All right, here we go. Skip it. Oh, why didn't you grab it? Come on. Oh my gosh. He hit me with that bomb from downtown, dude. Come on. Oh, get up there. Why aren't you getting up there? Got it. Ah, you jerk. No! Isn't he grabbing grabbing onto that. Grab it. There it is. No. Oh my goodness. Oh, why didn't he grab it? This is so absurd. There it is. Okay, come on. There it is. Okay. There it is. Okay. Okay. This is where you wish there was a save state. Jeez Louise. Oh, I wanted to... Just, can I get in this house? No, don't throw it. Don't do it. No, don't do it. No. How far does that thing go? Okay. I'm going to play it safe on this guy. There we go. Ooh. Die. Die, I said. There we go. How do I open this door? Oh, I probably have to have a special key. Oops. Gosh, I need some health so bad. No, he came right at me. Oh my. Through my best defenses. Do I have any? I don't have any money to even go and buy any upgrades. I might use my rage when I get back to that guy. Okay. Feeling good, feeling good, feeling good. Here we go, here we go. Whoa, what was that? I've never done that before. Whoa, what is happening? I was like glitched out. What I wanted to do. Wait, is there a secret here? Oh, we gotta get it from the other side. Oh, no, you don't. What? Oh, nice. What? You could just get through the whole time? Oh, and he still hits me with the boomerang. Get out of here. I don't know if I was supposed to be able to open that from that side. Oh, why did it zoom in? Was that like a perfect parry situation or what? I've never seen it do that before. Oh gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. Okay, took him out. Get out of here. This guy. Don't you do this to me. Ooh, just one hit. That's all it took on that guy. Oh. No, I jumped. I grabbed. I jumped and I grabbed. I jumped and I grabbed. I may end up beating this part off stream and just like coming back to it at another time because this is just insane. Very cinematic. See ya. Tell you what, continuing to use that dash ability to just like skip through some of these guys is very helpful. Oh, now it stays open? Oh, that's good to know. Bye! Got him. Oh, now it recognizes the grab. Bombs go by. Oh, I gotta like get through there. Like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, we did it. Okay. Is that power crystals? Is this like a... Excellent. Got it. That's a checkpoint. Let's go. Do I have... I have nothing. Can't do anything. That's alright. See if I got enough to buy anything from this guy. Do you want me to forge a power crystal? Yeah, dude. I do. Nice. Alright. Now we'll go sit over here. And we'll use it. What does this one do again? Power range. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Shinji Akari, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? Thanks for being here. Sorry the stream was late today. I just, for those coming in, for some reason my controller's not working, so I'm playing this all with keyboard. And it is going about as well as you could imagine. Ah, I told him to dash. Dude, that's what I was saying, man. It feels like when I would play PC games back in the day. Incredibly retro. Got him. Wow. I cannot believe I won that. Health? Oh, big old chicken. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I just want to be out of this swamp so bad. Look at that little bug. Pooping. Ah, get out of here. Let me get those hot peppers. Ah, come on. I'm gonna lose my hot peppers. I think I have to get up there. Okay, let's see. Swing. Swing. Hup. 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 I said hup. Not like that. Don't hup that way. Oh, I guess I could maybe... Can I dash like that? Oh, yeah. Okay, that worked. It's corn. Huh, I don't know how to break that open. Oh gosh. Exploded. Wait, what did I... Oh. It's like, what did I land on? Fire. That's bad for you. Did you play two-player games on keyboard? That was difficult. One of the two-player games that I remember me and my buddy Matt playing on his computer was Load Runner. I don't know if you ever played that back in the day. But yeah, you each had a side of the keyboard. You had to make do. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure how to break through there. Oh geez, he threw it right at me. Got it. Nope, missed it. Walking on the branches. Don't want to fight this guy here. There's not a lot of room to move around. Oh, I can't believe I made that jump. I didn't think I was going to. Whoa! Nope. There we go. Oh, it said to jump, dude. Wanted health. Ooh. Ham bone. Oh, this looks ominous. Into the tree, I guess. Never played Lone Runner. I remember playing Super Street Fighter 2. It was very hard back. Finding a good controller for the PC. Oh, yeah, dude. We're inside of a giant tree. And that is not hurting him. Huh. Oh, jeez, look at all these things in here. Oh, come on. Ah. How many hits does it take to kill? So set. Nope. Can I make that jump? Oh, no. I thought there might be a secret right there. Fragment. Power crystal fragment. Jump. Grab on, dude. There we go. Got him. No, you. Man. Very strange that his responsiveness to grabbing onto ledges feels like it's not as responsive as it once was. Nope, wrong button. Dang it. I needed the dash right there. This is going to be... Oh, gosh. to just adjust something over there. There we go. I'm gonna try to finagle my way past that guy. I just launched myself right up into the spikes. All right, my dudes. This was fun, but I believe it's time. Next week, when I come back, I will make sure that I have my actual controller with me, and we'll see how that goes. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here and continuing to talk a little bit about the Switch 2. Like I said, you know, I may not have it all correct, but time will tell. Put it that way. Time will tell, and I'm always happy to take the L on this one if I'm getting it wrong, but we'll see. So yeah, I want to say thanks to Rock Hats, What's on My Shelf, Shinji Ikari, Anthony Xavier, all those cool cats that propped into the chat there. Hope you guys have a great day. Have a great rest of your week, and I'm gonna go rest a little bit and start to feel better. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.